I wanted to show you guys these crystals. Sorry. I think I really am gonna cut that video. I know sometimes I like throw other clips in and whatever. I think I'm just gonna upload it separately this time for the true comedic value. But the question is, should I upload it right now? Or should I like do it? I should just do it right now and then record the next reading. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want people to get mad at me or whatever. I'm gonna do it. You know what? Bleh. You know what? I really sometimes don't even understand, but I guess for the time being, because sometimes, like, the way things shift and move so fast, I feel like I'm a fucking liar because I say one thing one day, my Instagram is this, my TikTok is this, my YouTube is this, and then the next day I'm like, you know what? I actually was right in the beginning and I cannot stand TikTok. And then I'm like, okay, well, my Instagram's gonna be this. It's gonna be like the little clips of the like the bigger thing, and then like that just took so much time, and it takes away from like my groundwork and like blah 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 blah. And when I say groundwork, it's like field work, like working hands on, like with people or like just with spirit by myself, like in the physical world, like doing stuff off camera. Believe it or not, I don't really always like to be filming myself and be on camera. Although, when I do a good job, I will watch that shit through and through. The crystals I wanted to show you guys, I don't even know if I finished that thought, but oh yeah, that was good enough. But these are, this one, my cabinet. These, they will fly crystals at me. Okay, so this one, like, I just opened the door so gently. It's on the wall. It's on the wall. I'm not putting my head through the wall lately, okay? Like, there's no reason. But the wind slamming the door could, okay, so maybe that a little bit. But this was, like, leaning against the thing. And I opened the stuff, and it just, like, freaking crashed on the ground. It hit a frame. A metal frame, and then smashed on the ground, and it's fine. It's fine. And I didn't see which one it was at first, but I just had a feeling, and this is the crystal that I actually had a dream where my beautiful friend Leah gave this to me. But this crystal, in a dream, I was told to bury it in the ground somewhere like on my paved driveway when I first moved back from Arizona. And I know I have a video of it or whatever, but we got like new people and stuff, and like everything is like tying together and going full circle. So when I woke up from that dream, I went outside in the driveway where the hole, like there was a whole crystal cave in there, right? And I go over there and I'm like moving the dirt and the leaves, and then I'm like, oh shit, there's like a pipe drain right here. So like there's actually a hole. So I actually buried this crystal in the ground for like, I mean, I thought I was just returning it. I was like, it's time for you to be released. But then, to my motherfucking surprise, months later, if not a year, I had another dream to go fucking get it, to go dig it up and get it. So I did. And that crystal cave was the most beautiful, treacherous thing ever. And then my sister got me this one. So these are what are gonna help boost our energies today and help keep us protected because of the job we are currently on. Does everybody know the specifics of this job? No. But I'm sure some of you could just only assume. and correctly, because that's what your intuition does. So, what's up? What's up today? That is a good one. That is a good one. Okay. Do you guys see how Amalthea is like reaching out to her unicorn self? Like she's transformed. She's like on the earthly realm. So, and I know I've said this before. I know I've said this before, you guys. Okay, I know. I repeat ting tong, but I know I fucking repeat. Why did that sound Chinese? Or Mandarin, sorry. What's at the bottom of the deck? Fear? What's going on? No. Okay, let me focus. Now's not the time, Brianna. Now's not the time. When you have a really strong spiritual connection with someone who has passed on or someone that is still here, it's like that barrier does break, and like that's when you'll see, like when you'll be able to physically see spirits, or they'll be able to like interact or whatever. Like they're basically like crisscross applesauce pepperoni pizza, applesauce crust. Like, you know, like you make the dough with applesauce, like a gluten-free applesauce dough pepperoni pizza. What does that have to do with this? The moon kind of looks like cheese in this one specifically. It kind of looks like cheese, actually. That's kind of cool that they got that glow effect. It's like, it can make you, like, you can trip, because you're like, when you're trying to find the right balance for you, or ground yourself, or figure out which side, or like which timeline, or like, you know, like you get it, right? Like how to bridge the gaps, or like, and you can kind of like ping pong a little bit, like, and if you can what is it called? Is it called geolocation? Like if you can like teleport to like other places, or like when you kind of have that deja vu, like you've been 7-Eleven. That's so funny, dude. Like the way like something looks similar, if there's a similar energy or some type of portal, like for a split second you think you're somewhere else, like somewhere you used to be, or somewhere you saw in a dream, or somewhere you end up going later. Like all of these things that you get mixed up. It can happen with people's names, or like when you see someone that you think is someone else. Like those things are all similar. These are all not breaks in sanity, but breaks in like the veil, for lack of a better knowing what to say. I know you guys will understand though, which is really interesting, because Vale is also a place, and I have friends there. And I hope they're doing well. Okay, I'm getting something like, what's going on? Hold on, I have to respond to somebody. This one can go multiple ways. Which one do I pick? Holy fuck, the ball is in my hands. Oh my god. I'm joking. This is not how I make decisions. All the time. This is not how I all the time make the decisions, okay? So we get the Lover's Magnetism card. And as you can see, this fucker is tied to this tree right in the boobs. And she's all like, like, I can't. This scene tripped me out. Oh my god. This motherfucker knew Schmendrick. That's his name. Motherfucking Schmendrick. Schmendrick knew. He knew he was a motherfucking wizard. He knew he had the power. He was like, bitch, I am not going to be abusing these animals and capturing magical creatures for this angry old lady anymore. And I'm gonna let myself shine. And then he turned the tree into like some woman hybrid, and then she was trying to fuck him. She's like, you brought me to life, sweet boy. And he's like, oh shit, I don't even fucking know what to do now. Because if you turn the woman tree back into a tree, I can't. If you take the woman, if you know, the consciousness is still in her. So would she just be, so I don't know. I don't remember if he even turned her back into a tree or not. But, it's like realizing your power and how strong it is, and being able to recognize that intense pull in and make sure that your roots are secure and your vines aren't suffocating, to really kind of dive deep into the depths of like the water and explore the shore before you go in. You know what I mean? Like if you see like a herd of monk seals and like 50,000 sharks, are you gonna get in the water? I mean, some of you is hammers. I don't doubt it. But usually, if you like go home to your family, you can check and be like, maybe I should not jump in this water, because if people see me in this water and then more people come into this water and get all this stuff and they're not checking the water, they're just looking at me like, oh look where she is, how nice, it must be beautiful there, let's go. And then it's actually super fucking dangerous. And that's what love is like. That's what love is like, I guess. Okay, so there was, we're bridging. Hold on. Hold on tight, brother. Get some loop-de-loops over here. To be a man is not to be an asshole. Okay, I see. Like, being able to, like, share this information with people and not have them, like, get mad at you or, like, you know, like, just let you feel safe to have your boundaries and your rules while also healthily pushing you just a little bit. Like, well, not even pushing, just encouraging. And, like, that encouragement and respect makes you not want to fail them. So you meet them halfway and you increase your pace slightly, but not like letting them fully like have that control and power over you. When you are meant to do something bigger than yourself, create more for yourself, which is a really big burden. The King of Cups and the Ten of Wands, it's like a big burden sometimes. Okay. I was thinking about like one of the most beautiful, strong women ever when I was and that's how I refer to like every woman I know, whether they were nice to me or not. To be honest with you, they had something about them that was so beautiful. So you're not gonna know who the fuck I'm talking about. Unless you were within that circle of trust. That's the only way you'll know. And if you ever miss it and put it together later, it's just because it's not time for you to step in yet. Because when we step in too soon, sometimes we can overload, overwhelm, or interfere a little bit. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's a lot that can be really great, that can actually add in way more opportunities and growth and expansion and depth of love. But if you are going, like, if the way the stars are aligning and the weather and shit, you know what I mean? Like, if everything is kind of wild outside of you, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, you do it to your and the other person's comfort level as needed. So when you branch off to create your own thing or express your feeling or whatever, you guys ever experienced 144? Have you guys ever experienced like arguing with someone, like, and then somehow both of you go like, oh no, you know what, like, I was wrong, I'm sorry, and like you guys both kind of do that, but then in hindsight you look back and you're like, wait, no, like, like, you know what I mean? And it's like what the fuck, like, I don't want to say like a favor, but holding that space of like innocence and purity, okay, kind of letting like the inner child, the inner teenager, the inner woman, and the inner old lady, like, all. And when you do this within yourself, like, it's gonna reflect in the way that you're healing. Like, I know a lot of healers will just be like, just cut them off, leave them, leave your family, cut them off, leave that, leave. But a lot of well, yeah, there are a lot of healers, because not all healers are like healer. Like, it's not all known, right? It can just be like a regular person. So some of these people don't give up, right? And when you challenge certain things, like, you can face judgment and this and that. And that's why people will be like, oh, push it away. But what they're not seeing is the after effects of that, right? Like, when you can easily shift between your inner child, like all the ages within you, all of the past lives, all of the experiences, all of the people, and you bring it all together. The message kind of just stopped, and it's dead silent. So that's good for that for now, I guess. We're transitioning now. Can you be in the King of Cups energy without the Ten of Wands energy? Are the Ten of Wands energy and the King of Cups energy, this is so cool, are the Ten of Wands energy and the King of Cups energy equivalent to opposite sides of the same scale? 5-5. What is 5-5 in the Anima Mundi deck? 5-5 in the Anima Mundi deck is Palo Santo, Guardian, connecting to ancestral roots. I don't know. Do you guys think that's a confirmation? It is. Sorry. I'm not trying to be a smartass. Sorry, I'm not trying to be a smartass. Okay, so Oh! No fucking way! No fucking way! Shut the fuck up! They're just gonna have me go from there. Look at me! Look at me, I'm like, what? What? That worked. Okay. Damn! Um... The flower was poisonous. The vines were invasive. And the letter in the cloud. I know who these two cards represent. Ryder and Lily. Tree and stork. That could be multiple people. The story that you are currently sharing, the things, the lyrics, I feel really specifically called to say lyrics. The lyrics you are writing. That's right. More than one of you are writing a song. That's right. That's awesome, you guys. But hold on, because I genuinely mean that. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck. What the fuck this is trying to say. The letter that you guys is trying to write. The lyrics, the words, the story. You're healing two people specifically that are also healers. One is gonna be a healer more for animals. One is a protector and a healer for like another one. Like, do you get what I'm saying? I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. I'm doing blah, blah, blah. Okay. From healing these two people with your words and yourself. So that's 3 already, you freaking triangles. You guys, oh, the isosceles triangle. Oh, the isosceles triangle. There's no way. You're fine. You're. Oh my God! We getting mathematical in here, bitch. In healing these 3 that are closest to you, to your heart, just because they like know you on that level. And there's just a little something else to it. And like, just, okay, I'm gonna just keep going because it's like, it's gonna be different for everyone. So I'm trying to be specific, but then I'm just giving like more examples and it's just becoming general. Like, it's just equivalent. Like, giving you all the descriptions is equivalent to me just not saying anything, right? So, which, like, I know that kind of doesn't make sense, but it does in some situations. Not all the time, okay? you're like fine tweaking. You're fine tweaking your equation, like to calculate the slope of the triangle is y equals mx plus b. And in math class, in algebra 2, or was it algebra 1? It was algebra 2? No. Were there 3 algebras? Was it algebra 1, algebra 2, and then calculus trigonometry? Or, and you know, it's okay. Never mind. Never mind about that. But it's like, is it even to find the slope of a triangle? Because I'm pretty sure I was like, y equals mx plus b to find the slope of that ass. And my teacher was like, the class was like laughing. But, and that one time I was like, hey, is it okay if I come in late? Like, I had a rough morning. I want coffee. Just 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes late. Please. And the deal was, I can if I walk into class saying, sorry I'm late. I had to take a fat shit. And so you bet your fucking booty butt cheeks I kept my motherfucking word. This man saved my life. He let me get a coffee before school, someplace where I get told what to do, home where I get told what to do. And he let me go get a coffee. I'm gonna scream at the top of my lungs, fat shit. Fattest shit. The fattest shit on all the haters. No, I'm just kidding. That was a good class. There were really good people in that class. 2 of coins, ace of wands. I learned a lot. I learned a lot from them, from our stories and all that shit. And it's important to get in touch with like what happened to you in middle school and high school, especially when you're working with children, so that you don't so you actually kind of like can move forward from what happened before. Like, they shouldn't judge you too much, you know, or they should just be like, they'll really listen to what you have to say. They're more open because they haven't been trampled as much, hopefully. Sometimes that's not true. But being able to like guide them and provide them comfort in the right way without neglecting certain needs or pushing them a certain way, and just kind of understanding them and why they're making these decisions, right? Because growing up is supposed to be about learning how to trust your intuition, learning about yourself. You're supposed to, like, you know, have fun, all that stuff. And everything that you do in childhood, then when you like shift into adulthood, you kind of ground back into it and you're like, this is who I am. And the more that you can rid your judgments and your guilt and your shame or any unhealthy sexuality or attachments or views of yourself or other people or other things, and be just really truly accepting and understanding, this is how you will truly protect a child. This is the way you truly protect someone. It doesn't have to just be a child, because as an adult, there is such thing as like kind of going back and needing to tap into that and accepting that part, welcoming it when it shows, and not feeling guilty when you feel like you sometimes need to lean a little bit more into like a harsher role, and kind of like holding your inner child's hand with you on that. You know what I mean? Because like you know what I mean? Like, you talk to a child and they're like, oh, like, that's crazy, like, girl, like, and you know what I mean? And it's just so, it's so soft, and they'll like check you in such like a sweet way. And I was having a conversation with my dad, and I was saying that, like, when somebody gives me attitude, or like, you know, like they like switch up really quick, or like they get defensive or something, right? Like, just a switch in energy. It doesn't even have to be intentional, because they're learning. It's not, it's like the like that itself doesn't hurt me as much as knowing that that's something they were taught or learned in their environment, right? So in expressing, if someone, especially a child, hurts your feelings, this can really help you grow your relationships with like other adults. Now, there are some adults who like are just like, they can do that, right? But we are all human, and we all are hard on ourselves. And so it's important not to compare, because you never know what someone went through or where they're coming from. So it's not a competition. The point of sharing your experiences with each other and things like that is to feel like bonded and stronger together, to rise above these things and continue to show up in your best possible, hopeful, faithful, loving way. How you, especially if they look up to you, no matter their age, if they look up to you, how you handle these interactions with them, like the difficult parts, when you slip, when you yell or get loud, or like fucking flip a chair, I don't know, you know what I'm like, it happens, dude. Like, life can get so overwhelming. It happens. You don't want to put all your shit on your kid. Your kid doesn't want to put all the shit on you. Your fucking husband or your wife, they don't want to put all the shit on you. Your best friend, they don't want to put all the shit on you. You don't want to put all your shit on them. And then everybody stops talking, and everybody gets grumpy. And then, you know what I mean? And that is part of the process too, because that's when shedding can happen, 1414. But as you overcome these, as these things have as these things have been drawn out, as these things are being drawn out into the open, and blah 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 blah, you'll see that you kind of were dealing with the same thing, and you can have forgiveness for each other, and this and that, and things will come up, and you'll be like, oh shit, and then something will happen over there, and you'll be like, god damn, and then, you know, it'll all balance out. Just be patient with yourself as much as you can. Patient, and like love yourself, like love what you're doing. Oh, I should do like, just love you. Be proud of yourself. Like, not prideful, egotistic, like, fuck, like, you know what I mean? Because sometimes there's times where that calls, but like, to exist in that is to kind of like have your guard up all the time. I think that's a little bit more the 10 of Wands versus the King of Cups, where it's like, it's so interesting, because it's like the unicorn is the wands in this one, like her horn is like all around him, like protecting. That's also important too, is to protect people. Your friends don't hate you, your family doesn't, like, they get it when you're grumpy and you need to be by yourself. They get it when you're with them and you're grumpy. If you accidentally slip, they get it, because they've done it themselves. If someone is having a hard time accepting that and keeps turning it on you, it's just because, you know, you like, they're having a hard time with that guilt. It doesn't mean that they're never going to overcome the guilt. It just means that that barrier is being washed away, the sharp edges are being softened, and the shell is being buffed or shined, or whatever the fuck, whatever the fuck. Okay. Yo, Ace of Swords, and like, I'm gonna have to watch, when I edit that, I'm gonna have to look at how, like, did the deck fall? Ace of Swords, the Lovers, and the High Priestess. These are like my favorite cards in the deck, and they're kind of like all this, like, this is me as fuck. You know what I mean? Like, that's a mood. And this is you guys too, right? If you choose to want to see yourself that way, you don't have to. And you don't have to feel this way about yourself all the time. You can fucking look out the window and be sad, girl. It doesn't feel good to be sick or releasing, or, you know, sometimes life just do you dirty. But you know how to roll around in the mud. Oh my god. Okay. Yes, nobody's mad at you. They get it. They want to help you. If you feel like they're mad at you, it's just because they want to help you, or like they need your help, and then you kind of just like, it clicks, and you know, and then it happens. Like, there's no fucking way you can prevent this, especially if you're showing up for a lot of people. Like, it, forgive your motherfucking self, forgive your motherfucking family, forgive the divine. Like, if you don't belong with you, like, you know what I mean? Like, if you don't belong with you, how are you supposed to find out where you belong? It's like you are creating where you belong. Like, if you don't belong somewhere, that's not gonna be true for so long. And that's why you don't have to stay stuck in certain things, and you don't have to feel like it's always a burden. Because it's not about like choosing to stay stuck or not. Like, some things just are beyond our control. Closing message? Whether you're in your cutting off people phase, bridge, whether you're coming home, awakening, whether you're in your cutting off phase because you haven't done that your whole life, or you're like me where you've been in your cutting off phase and always kind of low-key are, but like you don't want that to be front focus anymore because you see already that things always come back around, and these people deserve deep respect and honor. So whether you're running away from them, back to yourself, or taking a break from yourself and running to them, back to. This is heavy as fuck. This is that transformational snake energy I was talking about in the other reading. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And I've been seeing 1, 2, 3, 4. So one more card.